At some point in our lives, we have all faced negative thoughts that constantly disturb our minds. Every time we try to free ourselves from these thoughts, they become bigger. In this video, I will show you how to free yourself from these thoughts. By the end, you will be more serene. I promise. Follow the video to the end. Once upon a time, there was a Zen master in a Buddhist monastery. One day, a man approached him and said, "Sir, my mind is very disturbed. Many thoughts constantly assail me. Please give me a mantra to reduce the thoughts in my mind." The master looked at him and said, "My friend, start each day with the practice of meditation. Slowly, your mind will begin to calm down." But the man said, "Sir, please don't tell me to meditate. I can't meditate because when I try to do it, more thoughts flood my mind, and most of these thoughts are negative." The master replied, "Don't worry, that happens in the initial stage of meditation, but through constant and slow practice, your mind will begin to calm down. There are also other techniques you can try to free your mind from negative thoughts." However, the man said, "Sir, meditation is not for me. Please give me a mantra to calm my mind." The master understood that this man would not understand him easily, so he replied, "Okay, if you insist, I will give you a mantra that can calm your mind." He whispered a mantra in the man's ear and said, "You must recite this mantra while you are sitting alone every day." The man, happy and pleased, said, "Thank you, Master. I will recite this mantra every day." As he was about to leave, the master added, "But remember one thing. Don't think about a monkey while you are reciting this mantra, otherwise the mantra will become ineffective." The man looked at him and said, "Master, why should I think about a monkey? I have never thought about a monkey in my entire life." The man returned home happily and sat down to recite the mantra. When he began to recite the mantra, he remembered the words of the Zen master who had told him not to think about a monkey during the recitation of the mantra. As he remembered the words of the master, images of monkeys began to surface in his mind. He tried to ignore the monkey thoughts, but the more he tried to ignore them, the more monkeys came to his mind. After a while, his mind was completely filled with monkeys. The man thought, "Why did the master give me this instruction? If he knew that monkeys would be a problem, he shouldn't have mentioned it. No other animal comes to my mind, only monkeys remain in my head." The man got up, washed, changed his clothes, and sat back down in a room to recite the mantra again. As soon as he closed his eyes, the monkeys assaulted him. They were everywhere, and wherever he looked, he saw monkeys. Even at night, he even began to see his family members as monkeys. The next morning, the man was furious, so he decided to run to see the master and tell him everything. "Master, what kind of mantra did you give me? Until yesterday, I'd never thought about monkeys, and now my mind is completely filled with thoughts of monkeys, and the monkeys don't even let me breathe. Please help me and free my mind from these monkeys." The master thought for a moment and said, "Okay, stop reciting the mantra. Don't do anything." The man sat down, relaxed, and stopped reciting the mantra. He was surprised to see that there were no more thoughts of monkeys now. Everything had returned to normal. The master said to him, "My friend, I only wanted to show you the nature of our mind. Never try to fight against your mind. The more you try to contain your thoughts, the more they will come back to you. Stay calm, start observing the thoughts in your mind, and you will discover that your mind will calm down slowly and effortlessly. To observe your mind, you must practice meditation. If we observe our lives, we will find that our mind is like a monkey that jumps from here to there all the time. If you try to stop this monkey spirit with force, you will not be able to do it. On the contrary, the same effort to stop it will make it stronger. The same effort to avoid it will become attention. When you start to avoid something intentionally, you start to pay too much attention to it. Therefore, it is not necessary to stop the thoughts. You just need to observe your thoughts without attaching yourself to them. In our daily lives, we generally cannot control our thoughts, but in meditation, you can do it easily. Therefore, you should practice meditation to witness your mind. Some people experience that when they start to meditate, the thoughts in their mind increase. But the reason for this is that when we start to meditate, forgotten memories start to emerge. It's like when you sweep and the dust spreads all over the furniture in your house. In the same way, when you start to meditate, all the mental dust starts to come out and you start to have more thoughts. But don't worry. Just keep observing your thoughts without attaching yourself to them and continue practicing your meditation. Gradually, all the dust of the mind will come out, and gradually the mind itself will start to calm down and you will start to have fewer thoughts. With prolonged and constant practice, you will become the master of your mind. Did you like these wise words? Then I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more content on meditation and personal development. Also, share your thoughts and reflections in the comments. Every comment is infinitely valuable to this community, and no doubt, question, or reflection will go unanswered. This is our promise.